My whole career has been built on my phone. I remember when I was 16, I made my first online sale of $5. And I remember how crazy that feeling was. The fact that I made money online from my phone blew me away. And since that day, I was like, I can turn this into a productivity money-making machine. And since then, I've grown over 5 million followers across platforms, started and grew 3 different businesses, all while keeping my screen time around 4 hours. Now, this is not gonna be a bullshit video on how to reduce your screen time. Instead, I'm gonna show you how to turn your phone into a productivity machine so you can learn from it, earn from it, and actually get shit done without wasting your time. Make sure to like and subscribe because I'm always making videos like this to help you out. And let's get into step number 1. Adjust the layout. Here's how I do it. Very simple. One page for business, work, or school related, maybe in your case. One page for everything social and entertainment. And then you can have more pages. One for traveling, one for gaming. Each page having a different topic. This way, when you're on that page, that's where your attention is. Personally, for me, I just have my business and work page, and then I have my social and entertainment page. Everything else is just put into other pages. But this is extremely beneficial when it comes to my productivity, because let's say, for example, I need to answer an email, right? I click on Gmail, I answer the email, I swipe out of it, and then I see TikTok right in front of me. Subconsciously, I'm gonna click on TikTok and mindlessly scroll. However, if TikTok is on another page and I get out of my email and I see something such as my Google Drive, it might remind me that, oh, I need to write a script for my YouTube video. So because I have one page dedicated to my work, it initiates me to get more work done, but also I don't get distracted by other apps. But another massive distraction is step 2, your notification. All my social notifications are off. I don't get any notifications for Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, because I'm sure you can relate to this. As soon as you put your phone down and you hear it buzz or you see it turn on, your attention goes straight to your phone to see what notification you got. And my goal is to reduce that as much as I can and only make it priority. So when my phone buzzes or the light turns on, it is something important that I need to attend to. I don't want to see a notification of Kylie Jenner just made a new post or someone just shared a reel with you. I don't care. I don't want to see that. And so instead, I allow notifications only for things that are priority for me. So this will be things such as my Gmail whenever emails come in, or most importantly, and I actually prioritize this notification, is my reminder. So every night I write down my to-do list on what I have to do the next day on my reminders, and I set a reminding time the next day at 10 a.m. so that at 10 a.m. it pops up and it tells me what I have to do. Now I go into settings under reminders and notification. I made reminders a priority notification, so it stays at the top of my notification tab no matter what other notifications I get. And this makes it so that throughout the day I'm always being reminded of my reminders and my to-do list of what I have to do. And so I'm always on track with things. I'm answering my emails, writing scripts, filming videos, getting on calls, whatever it is that I have to do, I'm being reminded of it as soon as I open my phone. So that's an example of how you can use your notifications to actually benefit you. But if you have random notifications coming in all the time, your attention is always looking at your phone when you don't even have to look at it. Step 3, optimize your widget. I put the 2 most important widgets as soon as I open my phone, ChatGPT and my reminder. And that's because I use ChatGPT now for everything, to ask questions for my work stuff, for scripts, for YouTube videos, TikTok videos, for helping me writing emails, whatever it is, I use ChatGPT for everything. And then my reminders is what I told you. I always want to be reminded of my reminders because that's where my to-do list is. So those are the 2 first widgets I see as soon as I open my phone. But the whole point of a widget is for quick action. So instead of me opening my phone and having to scroll or search for something, then clicking on it, then doing it, the apps that I use the most or the features that I use the most are right there as soon as I open my phone. So for you, that could be a fitness band that you have, such as a Whoop, and you want to see your health tracking throughout the day. It can be your notes app if you're someone that writes a lot of things down right there as soon as you open your phone. It can be your calendar so you know exactly what you have to do today, tomorrow, the day after. One of the widgets I keep as well is Proton VPN, because Proton VPN keeps my online activity private and makes sure no one, not even my internet provider or Proton itself, can see what I'm doing. And a lot of VPNs sell your data, slow down your connection, but Proton VPN has 0 logs and super fast speed. They also block ads and trackers automatically, so it's like having an extra filter that's protecting me while I work. And because I'm based in Canada and I want to watch shows or movies that are in the US, I can turn on my VPN and get access to all the shows or movies available in different countries. And especially when I travel, this is something that comes in so handy and I need to have quick access to it. So it definitely helps me with my productivity. And if you want to have Proton VPN a part of your setup, check it out at the link below, or you can go to protonvpn.com/Pierre Dalati to get 64% off today. I'm getting into step 4, use voice command. Bro, it's crazy. I always use Siri or even ChatGPT with my voice commands around my friend. And they always tell me like, Pierre, I've never seen anybody use Siri as much as you do. And that's simply because as soon as you get used to to using Siri or text-to-speech, for example, texting somebody, it saves so much time and you end up doing it all the time. Like, for example, instead of me manually going on my reminders and setting a reminder for tomorrow, I would say, hey Siri, set a reminder tomorrow at noon for a call with client. Boom. So if you're not capitalizing on using voice commands, start doing it. You'll get used to it and you'll find that it makes your life so much easier, and you'll also save so much more time. And step number 5, turn your phone into a learning hub. There's endless amount of information on here to learn. Everything I've done started with an idea I've gotten simply by learning off my phone from a podcast or something I saw online. Sparked an idea, I executed on it, and boom, it worked out, whether it was a business or a viral video idea. What I personally do is, number 1, I use Spotify or YouTube for podcasts. And so when I'm driving, I'm going for a walk, or I'm chilling at home and have nothing else to do, I turn on a podcast about something that I'm interested in or something that I want to learn, and I just listen to it. And number 2, something that I do as well is that I optimize my algorithm. So when I do scroll on TikTok, when I do scroll on Instagram, it's not filled with memes. A lot of my friends tell me about memes and I tell them I have no idea what that is. And they tell me, Pierre, are you living under a rock? That's simply because I tailor my algorithm to show me things that are actually beneficial for me. So that will be workouts, that will be clips of podcasts, that will be things about the businesses that I'm into, that'll be motivation, that'll be interviews, so that when I do scroll on TikTok and Instagram Reels, it's still things that I'm learning and it's things that are beneficial for me. At the end of the day, your phone is like your paintbrush. Everybody gets the exact same paintbrush, but everybody will paint something different with their paintbrush. So just be aware of what you do with your paintbrush, with your phone, what you input from it, what you output into it, because you can make this either a very useful tool for you or a very detrimental tool for you. Completely up to you, my friend.